6 NFL plays for Sunday in 60 seconds. In this video, I have 6 plays I love for Sunday's NFL slate. Then I have 60 seconds to try to convince each of you why you should put some hard-earned money on each of those picks. Before we dive into things, my name is Austin. Thank you for tuning in. This is my third and final video for NFL Sunday. So if you missed the previous two, you certainly don't want to, because if you're interested in all my spread picks, whether it's a game, a total, I bet every single game in this video. Logan and I go through it. Last year hit at a 58% clip. I encourage you to check that video out. I'll link it down below. Also, our 4Ps video, crowd favorite. I give out my touchdown parlay of the week. This week's at plus 830 odds. And then we also talk about a couple other player props. So both those videos linked down below, both posted earlier on Saturday. As for how we've started off the season, we haven't missed a prop yet. Pretty solid start. We went 1-0 on Thursday Night Football, 1-0 on Friday. We're trying to duplicate that success on Sunday. Technically lost a long shot in our ladder challenge, which we're tracking this year is just a 0.1 unit play. But let's have ourselves a great day. We also will have a ladder challenge for Sunday's slate of action. But enough yapping. Let's dive into things. My final play in this video will be a parlay play entry. If you've never heard of parlay play, well, you're in luck, because right now, if you sign up using my code COS or the link in the description, $100 deposit match, 100%, and they'll also give you just $5 free just for signing up. I appreciate you. Use code COS, free plays and stuff like that. We love Parlay Play. They're one of my favorite sponsors we have on the channel. I'll be probably doing a Parlay Play entry in this video for every single regular season week. So again, now's the time to sign up. Use code COS or the link down below. Get on in there. You can tail my slip at the end of this video. Trying to turn $50, I think, into $400. We'll dive into that in a little bit. Let's start with our first play. We don't start the clock until I start my analysis. First play of the day, Puka Nacua to record over 5.5 receptions or 6+ receptions. It's minus 154 on DraftKings. You guys know I don't lay a ton of juice, so when I do, it's probably for good reason. I don't mind laddering Mr. Nacua up here, but I could see maybe the Texans limiting him to 7, maybe to something like that. I don't know if he gets to 8, 9, or 10. I certainly think he has the ability. We've seen him do it time and time again, but I don't think this line should even be playable at minus 154. I think it personally should be minus 200, minus 220. I don't think you should have a 5.5 line that's even remotely playable. And I think this might be the last week we see Puka at that line, but I probably should have talked about that in my 60 seconds. So start my timer now. Puka Nacua obviously had a big year last year, and we all know that. He's one of the best players in the NFL. He dealt with some injuries there. Cooper Kupp was his running mate. Now we will have Devontae Adams. We get it. Devontae's probably better than what we got from Cooper Kupp last year. But again, playing against the Texans are a really, really good defense, great defensive line, and some solid man cover corners like Derek Stingley, who will likely take Devontae Adams. Even if he takes Puka, I'm not too worried about it. Puka moves all around the field into the slot, wherever you want him. And I really think this is a spot where we know Matthew Stafford's dealt with his back injury all preseason, missed a ton of time. I don't know if him and Devontae will be linked up on their same, timing and route running. I think instead he's going to look for his number one guy, and that's Puka Nacua. Tons of out routes, tons of easy curls and stuff like that, timing routes that he has with Puka over the last few years that he doesn't have with Devontae Adams. The ball does not want to be in Stafford's hands too long. Wouldn't be shocked if Nacua gets some screen plays as well. That is why he is my first play of the week. Should have easily made it in the 60-second timer. Not my first play of the week, but I love his over in receptions. First play in this video. Puka, go grab 6 of them things. Then we move to another one. This one will be an under. I know you guys don't like unders, but I have to tell you, there are so many more ways to cash an under than there are to cash an over. It's simple as that. That's why I like unders. We dominated them in the NBA season. And I would argue the NFL is even easier to cash unders just because of the injury risk and stuff like that. But let's dive into Devon Achane, under 14.5 rushing attempts, minus 130 on FanDuel. So less juice here. I could see this one being bumped down to 13.5. I personally think Devon, if I were to guess, he ends with somewhere between 11, 12, or 13 carries. You can start my timer now. Now, Devon Achane obviously has been dealing with a ton of injury question marks so far in the preseason, and he's already a small guy to kind of talk about. He's 5'9", whatever, 190 pounds, give or take. Last year, he dealt with his fair share of injuries as well. Already coming into the season banged up. And I could see this game being a weird one against the Colts. The Colts, we know they're going to want to run the football. They have Jonathan Taylor. Daniel Dimes is not going to make a ton of big plays, so I expect their drives to be pretty long. And we know this is a Dolphins offense that is very pass happy. Now, last year, Devon Achane was only over this line 15 rush attempts in 4 of 17 games. Now, again, Raheem Mostert was there, but it's not like he doesn't have at least someone else out there to take some carries. Ollie Gordon, their 6th-round pick, should get a little bit of work. At the end of the day, I don't think this is a spot where they want a guy like Devon Achane to consistently absorb 15-plus carries. I could see him getting 15-plus touches every week, but again, they're going to get him involved in the screen game and stuff like that. I like Devon Achane under 14.5 rushing attempts. I think the line's a tad too high. I will take it at minus 130. If it bumps down to 13.5, hopefully you get some plus money there. Still like the under there. I think he ends, like I said, in that 11 to 13 window. I love that play. My third play of the day for this video, and man, you guys are going to love this. A Dub Club exclusive parlay. I've talked with a Dub Club before. This NFL season, this NBA season, we're going to have some Dub Club exclusive plays. Now, I will never be someone that will hide behind the paywall. We'll put everything behind the paywall. Absolutely not. But brother's got a kid on the way. We need to pay the bills. And it's not like the Dub Club is $50 a month. That's what people are charging out there these days. Ours is $5 for a first month. If you use the link at the top of the description, somewhere down there, or $15 a month in general. We give out tons of exclusive discounts and stuff like that too. So look, get on in there. It's going to be exclusive parlay. It'll only be 0.10 units, but again, that we're going to track that towards the record. We also already have a 1 unit straight play put out there, and we have a 2 unit future exclusive to the Dub Club. So again, a lot of exclusive perks. If you've never, I'm not even put a timer for myself. Sorry for yapping, but you get exclusive plays, parlays, picks, straight bet stuff, you name it. We have some research tools in there that are pretty helpful. You obviously can get access to the Discord and chat with all of us. I encourage you to do that. It's a lot of fun. Get on in that Dub Club, sign up, details down below, only $5 for your first month. You get everything early, ladder challenge, all stuff like that. Get on in there, support the community, be a part of it. Let's get it done. And if you are like Austin, I hate the Dub Club, hate Discord, you can certainly join as on YouTube. Maybe you like only it on YouTube. You don't get access to all the Dub Club stuff, but you do get access to plays early, and that'll be links, and you get the exclusive plays that is on YouTube. You become a COS Hall of Famer. We have 2 All-Star or 2 YouTube tier tabs, members, whatever. Go down below, hit that join button. You'll see what I mean. Next play, let's dive into a first quarter play. Rare one. Let's talk about Travis Hunter. I like him for 5 or more Q1 first quarter receiving yards. This is minus 134 in DraftKings. I'm only playing it for a half unit because the one big thing is, well, 2 things. Number one, he's a rookie. We have no idea what's going to be his game plan, how much he plays on offense or defense. Number 2, the real reason, first quarter lines can be very volatile. You can cash it. We don't have a lot of time to cash this for Mr. Hunter. If the coin flip doesn't go our way, we maybe are down a possession that we might have seen in the second quarter, second half. But I do think Travis Hunter gets involved early in this game. 5+ Q1 receiving yards. I love it. Just playing it at a half unit. Let me talk about why. Start my timer. Travis Hunter, we know, was the first round pick for the Jaguars. Big things are expected for Travis Hunter this season. Now, we know their offensive-minded head coach now, Liam Cohen, is going to come in here. You'd imagine Travis Hunter used a little bit more on offense and defense. I don't need him trying to tackle big running backs. But additionally, I don't really care how much Travis Hunter, if he's playing on first down or second down, he's going to be out there on second, most likely at least third down for passing plays. And I think this is a spot where Liam Cohen, he's a new coach. He's trying to win over the fans. And his Duval probably didn't help him out. He's trying to recover from that. But I still think that this is a spot where you actually see them try to get Travis Hunter the ball. A lot of these people in the stands want to see Travis Hunter. And why not call him a screenplay or a curl or something like that? Get the ball in his hands. That's why they drafted him early. One of the best wide receivers in the nation last year. I think he has a big game. But I'm not going to count on a big game. Just get him early and often. I love his first quarter line. Now you might be like, Austin, 5+. Where the heck do I find this? You go to DraftKings. It's under the receiving props tab. You can find it there. You'll find other lines. They have the 10+ for like plus 120, plus 130. I don't mind that. FanDuel has his regular line at 8.5 at like minus 110. I think at 5, I'd rather take the 5 at minus 130-ish than 8.5. I mean, there's a realistic possibility he gets a screenplay, gets 5-7 yards. That's all he gets. But I think the receptions, interesting angle. If you're like, Austin, I don't want to take the 8.5. I do like him to record a reception on the first drive. I didn't put it out as an official pick because right now only DraftKings has that market up. But by the time you're watching this, I'm sure other books have that a market for first drive for him to get a reception. I just think there's going to be like a first snap. Hey, we ain't handed it off to whoever the hell's behind Trevor Lawrence. Snap, we get it out to Travis Hunter, see what he can do. So I really do like that. Travis Hunter, go get us at 5 yards in that first quarter. 5th play of the video. Let's keep things moving. We have an under. And a lot of you guys are going to hate this under, but at least hear me out. The reason they have 60 seconds, you only got to hear me out for 60 seconds. So you think I'm an idiot? That's all you got to suffer through. Joe Flacco, under 23.5 completions, minus 120 on DraftKings. I posted our game picks video, and spoiler alert, really like the under in this Bengals and Browns game, and I got called an idiot in the YouTube comments. So obviously they're right. They know what they're talking about. I really don't think this is a high scoring game between the Browns and Bengals. It could be. I could be wrong, but I'm not even betting on an under for the full game. But I do like Joe Flacco's under completions. Now the question will be, Austin, I have 22.5. I lean towards the pass attempts line at that number, but I think they both go hand in hand. I went back and forth. The reason I talked about I took the 23.5 completions, I'll talk about it in my 60 seconds. Start my timer. Look, Joe Flacco, we know in his previous tenure with the Browns, he was slinging it all around the field. We know that. But this is a different tenure. And this is a different team coming into this one. You saw what happened last year with the Browns. What happened? They led the league in pass attempts. Do you think Kevin Stefanski and the team wants to go out there and lead the league in pass attempts again? Hell no. They are not going to win like that. It showed last year, just not a way to win. What I think the recipe this year, and Stefanski's going to try his best, we're running the football. Last year, they didn't really get much out of the corpse of Nick Chubb. Jerome Ford either goes for 70 yards or one or negative. They need more consistent production, and I think this game is going to lean on the ground game. And we know the Bengals defense ain't that good. So I get it if you're like Austin. They could do it against the Bengals. I get that. But again, you look at this Bengals defense last year. Only 5 QBs had 24 or more completions against them. Again, they're not going to be a great team at stopping the run. I think with the addition, they went out there and drafted Quinshon Judkins. He's probably going to be on the commissioner's list, although he did sign a contract yesterday. They have guys, Jerome Ford, I know he's back. But again, they have guys who can go out there and make plays. And I think they're going to lean on the ground game a little bit more. They can't be throwing it 40 times like they averaged last season. I get it. Joe Flacco is really good. And he was really good with the Browns in his previous tenure in 2023. I definitely went overtime. But sorry for yapping. The reason I'm on completions instead of pass attempts is because Flacco is a career 61% completion guy. And so when I look at the 23.5 completions versus 36.5 pass attempts, they clearly go hand in hand. I think I'd rather lean towards the under completions than under pass attempts, just in case he's chucking it still 37 or 38 times, but not having a good completion day. That's the reason I'm there. Hopefully that makes sense. I definitely went over there. My final play will be our parlay play entry. Reminder, parlay play, you sign up using my code COS, 100% deposit match up to $100, a free $5 as well. Probably a free pick in there as well for Sunday. Take advantage of that. We love parlay play. Here's the slip I'm rolling with though. $50 on this puppy turns into $400. The first leg is Joe Flacco less than 36.5 pass attempts. Look, I went pass attempts because his pass completions line was 22.5. Obviously, I like them both enough to play it. Devon Achane less than 14.5 rush attempts. Nacua for 6 receptions. And I think Travis Hunter gets 4 receptions. Will it be for 17 yards? Maybe. But I think they find a way to get him 4. I just don't trust their pass catchers outside of Brian Thomas. People like Brenton Strange, whatever. But they'll be throwing the ball against the Panthers. Panthers defense is not good. So $50 on that puppy turned into $398. I like it. Sign up for parlay play. Use code COS. 100% deposit match up to $100. That is the end of my Sunday NFL Week 1 videos. We will have one more Week 1 video. What is it? Monday Night Football, Bears Vikings. We'll talk about that then. That will probably post the Sunday night, maybe Monday morning. We'll see how I'm feeling. Either way, those are all the picks. Again, all the other videos popping up on the screen. If I talked about the Dub Club, those links are down below. Parlay play link down below. Sign up. Week 1's the best time to get in because they're giving a ton of boosts and bonuses. Going to make some money. Now is the best time to do it. Let's have ourselves a great Week 1, and I'll see you guys back in those other videos. Go check them out if you haven't already. It's Austin. Let's have ourselves a great Week 1. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. Peace.